and this is a segment that I wish Jared was here for because it would be so much fun. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Andy, Matt Cardona, not Zack Ryder, is back in WWE full time. We saw him in the John Cena tournament in his Zack Ryder gimmick, but it is now Matt Cardona. And Andy, it's such a testament to how hard that dude works. And now I'm going to sit here and people can blow me up in the chat if you want. You can call me a shill if you want all day long. The fact of the matter is that dude got fired in 2020 being Zack Ryder, was never going to be more than a mid card ever. No matter how big he got, no matter if they chanted his name over the Rock in Madison Square Garden, it didn't matter. He was not going anywhere. Dude never signed a contract in the 5 years he was gone. Did one-off appearances, created his own toy line, launched his podcast into the stratosphere, made a name for himself as the deathmatch king in one match, and did it under his real name. And now the WWE sees that and rewards it under his real name. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, there are a handful of guys that have that story where they, you know, get fired or they get released and then they go and work on their craft and then come back and are bigger than when they left. I mean, you look at Drew McIntyre, you look at Cody. Now you can throw Cardona in there as well. So I was shocked when he showed up. I was very surprised to see him. I was more surprised when, you know, you heard the woo, 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 and then at the very end it said always ready. And I'm like, oh, we're getting this version of him. Why didn't we get this in the tournament? I love that he's back. I really do. I think WWE was always going to be his landing spot. He always wanted to get back, especially with Chelsea being there and everything else. I don't know if he's ever going to be world champion in WWE. He might be. We're living in a world Jey Uso was world champion. So it's not saying it's not a possibility. Jinder Mahal was world champion. It's a possibility.
Poor Jey Uso. Let's just throw Jinder Mahal under the bus.
Jinder Mahal was world champion. It is a massive possibility that it could happen. But I think there is a spot for him to do something that not a lot of people do on the main roster. I think, and I'm not comparing the two because they're on there at the same time now. I think guys like him, I think guys like Joe Hendry are in their own field of, yes, they're funny guys. They can be funny guys. Yes, they can do all the silly stuff and sing the songs and everything else. But they can also be very serious and like a threat, a world title threat at some point. So I think if they build him upright, I think this could be awesome for him. I think it's going to be great.
I think to Alex's comment, the two things that are key to this run, to him having true success, because he can be on a 3-hour SmackDown and put on good matches and be fine. But to the keys to true success, Alex says it, align him with Chelsea Green. That's number one.
Yep.
And number two, lean into what he did on the indies. You don't have to make him the deathmatch king. You don't have to make him do all of this stuff, but lean into what he can do and how he was able to literally, he said it, make more money than he ever did at WWE on his own by never signing a contract. So lean into that. And I think, honestly, they will, or they would have just brought him back as Zack Ryder. You know what I mean? There's a reason he's back as Matt Cardona. I think it's a huge mistake, Andy, if they don't lean into what he was able to do.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a possibility or not. I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but we're going to live in the world where CM Punk is back in WWE too, so anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
I think this could be a trial run for a guy like Moxley to potentially come back as well. Because Mox is not going to come back and be Dean Ambrose. Like there's no way. I would hate it if he came back and was Dean Ambrose. I think everybody would hate it. Yeah, he wouldn't do it. But if WWE would show like there is a niche and there is a crowd for that version of wrestling. Do we need to see it every week? No. Do I need to see every match be a death match? Absolutely not.
Right.
Does it have its place in professional wrestling that we rarely see in WWE? Yes, it does. Why do you think people loved the Drew McIntyre CM Punk Hell in a Cell match? Because it felt like that old school ECW style of wrestling. I think there are certain guys that can just bring that when they need to. Matt Cardona can wrestle your standard match, but then when you throw him into an Extreme Rules match or something, let him do the things that he did on the independent scene that made him get back to WWE. Like, I don't know why we have to stop that now that we made it to the big time, because it got you there. Like, let's keep doing it. Let's continue. I think that would be, I think you're absolutely right. I think him and Chelsea have to be together on screen sooner rather than later. And then they just need to let Matt Cardona be Matt Cardona.
It's going to be,
and it's going to work out.
It's going to be interesting to see how they do it, though, because when he came back as Zack Ryder, Corey was the one putting him over on commentary. But when he came back as Matt Cardona, Corey was putting him down on commentary, which makes me think, are they going to try him as a babyface for a bit and just see what happens?
Maybe.
They suggested on Busted Open the immediate way, and maybe this is why Chelsea lost the United States Championship, which is preposterous. I'm not even going to get into it. Maybe the reason she lost it was she's going to get in a feud with Matt and with Ethan Page because they're tag team champions. Could be a way to bring Ethan up to the main roster. You can have Matt be the baby face in that and just see how the crowd reacts. But look, man, you just said it. People don't realize you can put Matt Cardona in any situation and you give him the chance he's going to do well. Put him in a match with Johnny Gargano. Put him in a match. I don't know. Damian Priest.
Put him and Cody together for a little bit, like for a match.
Put him and Cody together. At least have them tag.
Yeah.
You know, have them tag. Put him in a feud with Aleister Black. That would be interesting.
That would be good.
Listen, a lot of people don't realize the things that Matt did on the indies. Andy, he rented a DeLorean to drive to the ring at GCW Homecoming in his Back to the Future gimmick.
Yeah.
He had Marty McFly and, you know, the DeLorean, the whole 9 yards. He did a whole Ghostbusters thing. He is willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I just hope WWE leans into that.
I completely agree.